Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Oh, I need that. Testing. Alrighty. So just gonna like kind of get into it. It was 2 for today, and a little intense. So finally sitting down a little late, so probably won't be up too late. Tomorrow there's one appointment at 10:30 in the morning, and then the treatment begins. So they're not gonna wait at all for the biopsy, the lung biopsy. They're gonna go right into it. For my dad, if you're new here, hello. Hey Carlos, how have you been? Oh, David, hey. Nice to meet you. So for the last month I've been staying at my parents' my childhood home, which was actually my grandparents' home before that. And my dad was diagnosed with throat cancer, so getting chemo and radiation in the next week or two, so it's gonna be intense. So hopefully I'm gonna go back to the swamps and grab all my copper, because I'm going to probably have a lot of not downtime, but time sitting in one spot. So I'm gonna get back into copper jewelry and keep my hands busy. So what I have here, right quick, my mom got me from Walgreens. She used to always take me to the Sanrio store at the malls. So I kind of want to, you know. Not sure what to expect. Here. Oh, well, look at that. A little buddy for the desk. I think it's my melody. Oh. Okay. My life has significantly improved, I must say. Hey now. Ain't that quaint? Maybe I could print a little thing to put a cork on it so she could hold, you know. Well, I'm a little more taken than I thought I'd be. How quaint. I could use this for something because oh, there's literature involved. This is a fly text. Wow. Apparently there's a shite ton of them. Well, we won't let my mom see that. Well, that's very cute. And very much appreciate. And thank you, Mom. Got my melody. I had a lunchbox with her on it. Middle school. Hope everyone's having a beautiful night. Got set up a little bit more setup-y. And I'm from Florida, born and raised. Probably will never leave. And oh, I did forget to grab something. It rocks a little bit, but that's okay. I have something surely locally. So I was gonna continue on shrimp, however, I never got a chance to make more eyes, and I think I'm down to the larger ones. So they're, and forgive me, but I cannot for the life of me remember who recommended warm water fly tire. However, really brilliant to have a whole site of warm water specific flies, because a lot of the sites that I've come across organically or in the wild has been you know, like more northern. They'll have warm water sections, but for sure, and like streamers could get tailored, or you know, like bait fish could get tailored pretty, pretty beautifully for the local. Which before I started I got like actively into fly tying, I was going pretty hard trying to ID as many species as possible, which, you know, from the area, so I've always paid close attention to kind of what's down and in there. Here, let me read from over here so I can go next to the hair. What I anger issue, probably depression. I think I'm a decently distracting enough person that at least can aid in maintaining a baseline of at least, you know, not, you know, just, I don't know. I'm deeply convinced that if more people knew that panning for gold was like a thing you can still do almost anywhere, I feel like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Skin out. No shade. So oh, what does that mean? Peace stay forever. Goes bye bye keyboard. So I'm not new to this. I've actually been streaming for quite a while, quite random things, for a few years actually. Most of those pretty well to myself, and like Mr. Self-Destruction. I'm not sure what this means. I liked it. I had that option. Oops. Let's see. Oh no, I accidentally. Oh, what? Brazil, very nice. Telegram, no, not anymore. I went once, but holy trucks. Been good, Carlos, very nice. Yeah, I've been down here, but I think Code figured out a way to do, like COD, like while here, cause thankfully I have a mountain of supplies with me. Cause there's see, like Earth goes through kind of like these eras, and sometimes there'll be a ton of really really cool spots to just exist in, and sometimes it'll be, you know, all antique shops, and it's I just don't really know what to do locally. Kind of spent way more time in than thought I would. However, pretty drained. Because well, I need to think of a better method. However, these Ziplocs, I almost called them X-Acto knives, seem to do pretty decently. And the pattern that I found is really reminiscent of quite a few patterns that always caught my eye while sifting through every direction possible, because it really is a new world. I mean, I'm just a few months in, like, but if you move to a new state, like, you're only barely acquainted a few months in, so, and taking it slow. You know, what is it, entering my third life stage, my third and final, no, I'm just kidding, my third, like, you know, onto the forever. So, sailboat, this, the darnest thing, clamps onto anything. Like that's something anyone can get used to. This is if we were in a sailboat. Oh, so before I begin, before I begin and then before we're gonna today learn the Super Silver Minnow. The Super Silver Minnow is featured in Fly Tying and Fishing for Panfish and Bass by Tom Keith. Tom says that it is an excellent minnow imitating pattern for crappie and other game fish. Here is how I tie. And the site is Warm Water Fly Tyer. Their banner, it says, the other part of fly fishing is fly tying. David Whitlock, which I can't wait to engage in the former there. Still looking for a saltwater setup, low and slow, nice and tender. And I can't read out the ingredients. So, hook size 4, 6, 8, 10. Thread 6/0 uni thread, black, tail, mallard, flank fibers. No one saw that. Lead wire, 0.25, diamond braid, silver, which I'm gonna try to braid a segment again. I did prepare it, probably lost it already. Wing, marabou, white, yellow, orange, chartreuse, blue, which we have a light olive, hope that one too, be for the pond, and overwing, mallard, flank feather. And I saw that the tail was quite a speck, so I really have been wanting to use, I'm not sure if it'll do, and I do want to try to flatten some when I find a hair straightener, but I have a load of these for my pillow. Look at the speckling. I don't know if this is useful or not, but the speckling is real nice. If it's not, I already know the the combination of materials I'm gonna use for some earrings. Can multitask. A lot of these scraps I'm just the scraps alone is like more feathers that I could use for jewelry than I've ever been able to use. I used to make these, like, I come up with pieces, I guess, based on the materials that I have or find, and I usually wait to come across them in magical ways. Not even kidding. Live in Lake Worth, so it's a little kitschy town, and there was a lot of yard sales and thrift stores everywhere, and you could find huge bags of craft supplies just about everywhere. And I forgot where I was going with that. Well, found a bunch of bullet shells, so had made a ton of stuff with some of the high ridge peacock feathers, just local from Lantana, wild peacocks everywhere. The hurl from it, which I wish I brought it with me. I've showed it once or twice, but a bunch of the hurl, and I would essentially fill bullet shells with the hurl, and they looked really nice, especially as earrings. So I am very stoked. Even the small little scraps of the peacock curl, even for resin, it picks up really nice. Like the resin even a little bit coated, has like a magnifying effect. So, ow, gosh, I need to stretch. I haven't done as much walking. It's just, you know, it ain't what it used to be. Like, Ruth has done changed. And oddly enough, everyone, like, used to say, oh, like, work is so sketchy, this and that. It feels so much more sketchy now. And I used to be so, like, roll my eyes at when people, so sketchy, Walter. I'm just kidding. I took it very personally, okay? Let's see this. Apologize. Adjusting the, oh, Jesus Christ. Spiral anomaly. Oh, I don't even know how to do this. Order materials online. Yeah, but you know, there's, when I say I'm very much bigger, I'm in the last few months, and pretty much my whole life, arts and crafts. Like, I have craft supplies from when I was a child, so arts and crafts, a little bit of hoarding mixed in, organized bins of everything I could possibly ever need ever, and long story short, a lot of the stuff was just not as easy, I guess, to come across. Like, I got the easy to come across stuff, but there's a few things that have not been, and I'm trying to think as I, like, am talking, but, like, decent stuff. There's one fly tying shop down south about an hour away in Boca, but, what? I did not, oh, I just pulled out one. Jeez. I'm almost starved for sleep, but also starved to sit back for a second. Ooh, there's a sweet spot on this that I long to find. But, and there's a few things I want to maybe rough up. Ooh. Hold on. Let me tighten this bit. Oh my God. Oh God, I thought he fell or something. It's really rough shape. Like, I've been doing a dang good job keeping myself light, because if I, yeah, but you know, I'm trying to fall into a new pattern of, you know, life organization anyways, and just kind of looking on every bright side as if the dang thing's a diamond, but really intense. I cannot, maybe, you know what? I kind of want to do a really small one, because the thread I have is, I ordered this when I had little to zero understanding. Now I have like 2 understanding. And the understanding only lasts as long as I'm staring at the paper with all the all the size codes. So I'm also gonna grab a really little one. It's a thin thread. And I could just work with tiny tufts, low and slow. A nice switch up from big honking things. Hey! Whoa. Jesus. My dad's organizing parts like novels. So yes, hope everyone's having a beautiful night. I'm going to not yet, but I would like to sell flies for the rest of my life, and copper jewelry, and like by order, like whatever you need. I will find the materials if I like. It's an absolute must. When I say I can't find materials, it's like because I'm flying blind and I'm not really sure what a good method to the madness is. And so then, and I think it is like moving to a new state in another sense that it is very exciting, especially coming from crafting and just human heritage. Quilting is another thing that I one day hope to at least become more familiar with. I've given it a few attempts. However, I can never get the corners of squares to perfectly line up on all four. Like, I think I got 3 once. That's the closest. Alright. Very thin thread. But, you know what? I think it might be wise to start small. Oh. I might cry in this go around. Oh, so I'm gonna have to zoom in pretty hardcore for this. I didn't really think about this. Well, Alton, more than happy to ship. If you're in the US, more than happy to ship you flies. Just to at least try. If there's any patterns in particular, please. Alright, I have to find something to put under this. But, oh yeah, and I have to read the instructions. Oop. So here, let me also grab my notebook. I can take a screenshot for now. Sorry, not to get in it. Because then I won't forget. Yeah, code. Spiral them. So probably won't be selling until I could get some real world kind of feedback. And see, I'll be totally honest. I cannot yet fly fish. I took the plot once, practiced a few times, so been weighing things down pretty extensively to use with spinning reels and pretty soon a bait caster, just to at least try to kind of, they look gorgeous swimming. It's just a matter of like casting and presenting it, and not I would also consider myself a beginner there. I grew up fishing with my dad, but this is like trying new things just I've never before, and I would really like to be able to properly test them beyond just bringing them to blue heron and swimming with them. But they look gorgeous, and I just never thought I'd be able to I've decorated plenty of hooks for my dad for like Father's Day and that kind of thing, but as far as tying flies, I don't know why, I was always a little scared of it, but more than happy to attempt any pattern, and more than happy to ship you any fly, and all I ask is you give me an opinion, whether that just be in a message, like, yeah, you need to work on this, because it like float, sunk when it was supposed to. Oh, I'm doing it again. It sunk when it was supposed to float, or it doesn't, you know, doesn't stay right side up. You know, like any form of eat some protein. Yeah, this light is pretty too close. Anna, I wouldn't expect that from. I didn't look at the name for some reason. I just saw bro eat some protein. My first thought was right on, but I was like, oh. Thank you, Jesse, if you see this also. This has been night and day. I could see. I do have an Etsy actually. I used to make a lot of jewelry, mainly like salvage from scrap and stuff that I find like shells and stuff, Florida trinkets and old things, coins that already have holes in them though. I do not drill in coins. And I used to only use found feathers. To be fair, I used to find quite a few. Alright, I have to readjust my little light here. And I have to zoom in, but I'm gonna have to move the table a little closer. Before that, I'm gonna go and check my dad so then I could start not overthinking stuff. And then I also have some lovely pictures. I'm not sure if anyone's interested, but here's my grandpa in 1971. My pleasure. I am tying some flies. The ones that look like mayflies. Okay. Let me double check. Oh, beautiful, right on. Because what's the... Yeah, brutal today. So my dad's getting a port. A port. Does anybody have any experience with those? Well, there's my parents. I like the early 2000s. There was one in particular. Oh, this is when my dad fell down or rolled down Lake Worth Bridge. But a few weeks after healing, gave himself a good old asphalt peel instead of a chemical peel. My mom got a blanket. My uncle asked if I had any. Oh, Code, if you're still here, look who it is. Here's Amy. I have the bangs. Amy's wearing the pink shirt. My name is Jaime, and down the street was a girl named Amy. One year I was... a cheetah girl. That was the early 2000s. What can I see? Okay. I don't think he wants to see, like... Yeah. Ooh, coffee. That's my mom. Ain't that sweet? I gotta find that doll. I have to find that doll and just like order one and see if she thinks it's familiar. There's one more. This is a good one though. And well, did you know my mom had bangs? Yeah. So. Oh, okay. One more. I love it. There's me. I keep meaning to go to get my hair cut, to get bangs. But my dad used to always cut my hair, but I don't know. You know, hair, like, will grow back and, like, probably won't be able to have, and you know. What am I talking about? There's no way. It looks like a little mushroom. But, I loved it. I really did. Because, I don't know, bangs, it's just, I really can't keep these hair clips. They break too easily. Just slowly kind of, ooh, mommy. Alright, I'll figure this out eventually. We're getting, I'm sorry, I haven't started yet. It's been a day. So if anybody's new here, my dad was just diagnosed with throat cancer. I am not at my desk. I'm on a stool that I found laying around. Gotta move it here closer. Oh, I'm about to get this stuck. I hope everyone's having a beautiful evening. I do mean that because it's been intense. So for the last month, I've been at my parents' house, which sadly I don't have my childhood room or anything like that. So kind of come into the back area, which there are a lot of good times in this room. There's a pool table right here. Be able to show that soon. Started organizing a ton of tools. I'm looking for a shelf, so like preferably sturdy as heck. Rambling at, yeah. Just gonna take some of this. Since we're doing a teeny tie hooks, 0.15 lead wire and my shank is a little short, but I've been really wanting to learn how to tie these style of like kind of like marabou bait fish. And these, oh god, that's scary as heck. I'm sorry. Be careful with this light. Just a little bit. I just realized, does this stream have a name? I don't know if I named it. Maybe I should change it to test stream, because I gotta get used to this light. Because, yikes. I was showing my mom old school Daddy Yankee today. He's got this one song that I swear sounds just like something that'd be like, I don't know, on Tony Hawk Pro Skater or something that, like, there must be a song on that it reminds me of, but he's just somebody that was, you know, everywhere. Oop, I can't see. Oh gosh, traumatized at this point. It's been a nightmare trying to get lighting, but apparently my dad's friend has a brighter one, but this will do. Very still. God, I really can't see. So I'm gonna have to just mess with this light for a second. Yeah. It's oh shoot, now I can't. Run, Come Follow Me is the song name. Run, Come Follow Me. And he used to rap really fast, like super fast. And there's another one that's like one day I will speak Spanish. But until then, I really do. I know a lot of people say they listen to every genre, and I know it's a tiring thing to hear, but I feel like I really do. At least every genre, not every musician, but every genre for sure. Gosh. Like, I don't know. I mean, my playlists aren't the best, but I do have playlists. And my mom is often saying, well, you did have good music playing, so I need to figure out a way to flatten these guys. Talkie gasoline and see. But I like the reggaeton beat a lot, the old school reggaeton beat a lot. Like there's one song called oh shoot, what is it called? It's like I Don't Care If You're Older Than Me or something like that. In Spanish it was I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh jeez, my battery's dead. Oh, this is going super well. Daddy Yankee. Winston E. Yandel. Who else was on it? No, it wasn't. Where is it? Zion Elon. I get the two confused. I know there's like a bunch of people and they're like all grouped together. Song. Mayor Ko. Mayor Ko. It's just musically, it's just I don't know. I'm from like what there's a really large like Latin population, so you get like every genre of music. Like a friend of mine turned me on to Chavela Vargas, and there's a lot of really great. I mean, obviously this is stupid to say, so I just this is what I was listening to earlier. Mírala bien, ella con le romp. I don't know what it says, but then right like before that is Don McLean Vincent, or you know his cover of It Doesn't Matter Anymore. I really can't see. I'm jumping so. Hello. Ooh, I will check that out. Can you make it? I have made a few bugs. Not a grasshopper yet. Stoked too though, because I just started small. I don't know why I thought I just used craft foam, but I could find it at the store. I didn't know why thought it wasn't gonna be. I wish I had the other ones over here because it did the wing casing. It's just splitting it, and it looks really good. But just these guys thus far. But it's the same foam that I plan to use. If there's any patterns specifically, I think a lot of my time goes to sifting patterns and not I don't know how you'll like choose. Because I'm also trying to tie, like, while I learn, I would like to tie complete flies that I can gift, even if I can't use them, like trout flies. There's freaking endless supply of beautiful, beautiful patterns. Very hard to choose from, and there's relatively little to no use for trout flies for me currently, so they have to go somewhere. So let me get this a little more adjusted. I apologize. Trash can full of line on my boat. Very cool. Donna Maar is good. The songs that come to the top of my head would probably be Pobre Diablo. Oh, and the one I think is, yeah, he does a song with Aventura, and what is it called? They're like, you know, exchanging stories. I'm guessing by, you know, the music video stories. the lady of their lives. And it turns out to be the same lady. Oh, the drama. But no, for real, not serious. Musically, it's really while I'm talking, there's another song that I can't think of. Oh, Sayo de Sol. Oh, please excuse my. One day I will. I do actively engage in Duolingo, however. So, okay, I am going to stop talking. I don't know why. I should have just done like a casual little thing. I'm really hoping I can find. I might have to prepare another. So I've been reading. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Yes, it has to be. No, it's not. No, I have to create another one. Damn. So I don't have any flat braid. How do you call it? Diamond braid? But I'm thinking I can do that again with the, you know, the crystal flash. Braid this with some of that round tinsel. Put some thin stuff. And the braid lays flatter than any of the tinsel that I have. Just takes about a moment. 2 minutes. Use that silver again if I can find. Oh, is it that one? That was a little. Okay. Good. So, gonna braid this together with the crystal flash. I was gonna do, because it's really a small thread. I might even should probably do smaller, but like, especially being away from my desk. Using this time for experimenting pretty intensely. Yep, Florida, Palm Beach County. Oh, Well, I am indeed an old lady, so, but no complaints. I had no idea. Like, I know when I grew up, I was really into 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's like my decade, the decade of my parents. So I was always like, dang, like you grew up with the best. But then you see that I feel that now because I probably listen to more early 2000s music now than I did in the early 2000s, which I did listen to a lot of it. I didn't skateboard too extensively, but for a while I did until I busted my face, busted my teeth out on bricks. And so, like, but I always listen to just about everything. I was listening to Alkaline Trio, which is somebody that every few years they pop into my mind, and their early stuff's still real good. Alright, I feel like there's something I have to do before I start braiding, because it is these tiny little fibers. Fort Myers, very nice. Y'all got gold over there. Alright, so I'm gonna run just real quick just to fill my cup, and because as soon as I start braiding, I can't stop. I prefer making braids with a little crochet hook, just doing a chain stitch, but I can't do it as tight as I'd like to get the braid, and I don't know how to incorporate stuff other than just like chain stitching all the fibers together. But I really do like braiding it thus far, and adding crystal flash along with it makes it kind of scaly. I mean, even more so scaly. And next I want to braid gold, copper, and the silver, or like a rainbow one, but I have a ton of this type of thread but on my desk. But I'll be back in a few moments. Sorry about that. Just moments more. Just. My dad's in really rough shape, so the rare times where he's like awake and talking. So just going to bring him a glass of milk. So I figured I'd stop by the camera and let y'all know that. So I'll be back in like 1 minute. Alright. So, I got some emails. You just wanted them looked at. They're, to, like, one of those kind of, you could sign in early for your appointment online so you don't have to fill out the paperwork in person. However, since not a new patient, don't have to do that anyway. So, okay. I didn't do the light. Hope everyone's happy. Very nice. I skated, I wasn't very good. I was a bust my ass but loved it kind of. And it started out of like utility. Oh no, there's no way. My computer just died. That's for the. Okay. And this still has some charge. So let me use this. Because I do have the pattern here. I might have to ask my dad to lower the TV here in a second. He is, yeah, you know. And unfortunately, every present moment of his is like the best he'll feel in a while. And it's degrading so fast that, so we had a lung biopsy scheduled because they found another spot in his lungs in the PET scan. And, and in the like middle of his chest, and they don't know if it's like the same cancer or something a little different, so they wanted to get a lung biopsy before they began treatment. However, it's just too much time in between, like the one doctor is going out of town, so the appointment for the lung biopsy isn't until March. Or I think it's the PET scan. No, the lung biopsy is March, PET scan is February. Too much time. We had the chemo doctor after that, and when we told him that, he was just like, oh, no. So we're just gonna start here, and we'll worry about that after, because this has to be done, like, now. It's like, dear Lord. Very intense. But, you know, I'm an only child, so it's a little small, manageable family, so at least it's, wow, isn't that gorgeous? 42, very nice. That's my dad's favorite number. I told him it was the answer to the universe, but I don't know if he heard me. I keep meaning to show him, like, you picked a fascinating favorite. So looking for this pattern right quick. Gorgeous little guy. Super silver minnow. Oh shoot, I still have to braid this, dang it. Oh. Oop. That's why I had that turned. Right on. Alright, so I am braiding strand. Hold on. Very nice. So, alright. This is what I was dreading, and I think that's what I was psychologically like. Alright, I'll definitely check these emails real quick before I start braiding. Because been going through the runaround for so long for, like, I've been in the mix for the last month, but they've been in the runaround since October. And the last time I was here, it was a small little lump under his lymph node. And I was like, why is your, like, lymph node swollen? And, like, I thought we all landed on the fact that it should be checked out, but I guess one of his, somebody knows that it could be a pulled muscle and just kind of, like a doctor said, it could be that. And, like, not diagnosing or anything like that, just, like, maybe in passing, but I don't know if he thought how much my dad would utilize that to relax a bit and kind of avoid its thought, but it continued to grow into what it is now. No, I'm just kidding. God, I really, it's hard to stay sane. So, shoot. This foil got pulled down by my aggressive braiding, but that's okay. Because we'll get it. Oh man. Dang it, the braid was going really nice. But it doesn't have to be a lot, so let me get past this broken bit. I have to remember, this stuff is super fragile. Like foil snaps, it's just cotton or some material cord. No, I think Skate Kid, like, all your ideal candidate to get it. That's one of the reasons why and my childhood friend and my cousin, like, all had really like every genre kind of blending taste, because skate videos had excellent music, and even when fell out of skating, we'd watch them just for music. Or when we come out, look up the playlist. They're like perfectly curated. Alright, I'm gonna have to find sections of this that are nice, because it's looking a little... I just need to get better at using this. I'm not sure what it's called. This, I think I saw French tinsel or something. It's the spooled round cord that has, like, metal wrap around a perhaps cotton core. A core cord. But it braids really nice into a flat braid. I wish I could braid with 4 strands. Yeah, he still has it. So it's huge now. It's actually cancer. It's squamous cell carcinoma, to be exact. So hopefully it's okay. So not next week, but the week after treatment begins. So gonna be hopefully within the next few days heading to the swamps for a night or two, catch up with code, get my copper stuff, and start making an arse ton of jewelry to start kind of like a little Girl Scout stand, if you will, because, might as well utilize so many new people moving to the area to help fund Ubers, because, so chemo's gonna be once a week, 4 hours a week for 6 or 7 weeks. Radiation is every day, Monday through Friday. So, last few things. I got most of the stuff that I wanted to get my dad besides a blanket, like nothing too big, like a small, just really soft, fluffy blanket, but like small, not like anything that could like drag on the ground. I'm trying to overthink everything. And headphones. So I asked him what kind. And he just wants a simple pair of headphones with the cord. Thankfully his phone has an audio jack. And just like in ear, so you could have just one earbud in. And nothing on his face. It's in his neck and it's really painful. So usually just like after it did irrigation installation. And like I have to dig out the pictures, but I have a bunch of pictures of this install, so it's like modern art. The like geometry and the layouts of pipe is just real. Not just saying that. Okay, so we're gonna just braid it and to here and pull it, because then it hits some broken. Alright. Hey, Coop! How you doing tonight? Oh shit! I missed. Oops. I'm sorry. I missed. There was a lump on. Oh man. Oh man. That is rough. Do you swim at all? Like swim a good deal? Swimming is. I'm trying to get my dad to swim, but now there's nowhere to swim. The YMCA was sold, and now it's just mass housing. Everything's mass housing. Any community center is just gone mass housing. I mean, granted, maybe they'll bring some stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of on the bright side because it's breaking my heart. But yeah, my dad, really, really intense. Like, okay, so I forgot which discs they are. I used to know the numbers, but my mind is all fried. But they want to put a spacer and pins to hold the broken one in place, and then a spacer to hold the other one, like, so one so it doesn't break and go into the spinal cord, and then the other to keep it spaced and like still. And oh no. Well, to be totally honest, we float pretty dang good, so it is quite easy. And the best part about water is, like, you're absolutely free to do anything, to like try to jump up and do a split, or to do a front flip, or try to do a back flip because you won't break your neck. I mean, granted, it's like very difficult in water. Like, I guess do front flip. I used to be able to do the back one. I just get water at my nose. But so when you use flank, do you use these? This is the first go at incorporating flank feathers. Been really dying to use some beautifully naturally speckled fibers. Soup some fibers from the flank. And do you do like parallel, like grab a little from each side, or it doesn't matter? I mean, might as well, we're over here anyway. Ooh. Yeah, Coop. The spinal prosthetics, indeed. Most everybody said, just don't worry about it until you can't walk anymore. Like, my first thought, because I have zero to really, like, very zero understanding. Just based off of, like, I could only base off of, like, observations and the questions that I can think to ask. But it's like, well, maybe it'll keep the disc from, like, slipping into the spine. However, exactly like you said, it's rough. So there's that. And then on top of that, he's got a hernia in his chest. And it's the size of a football. And, like, if he, like, sits up, it goes, like that. It's the most intense thing I've ever seen. And when he said he had a hernia, that's not what I expected at all. And, like, so his specialty was irrigation, a lot of digging, and yeah, he'd get machines sometimes. A lot of digging. I used to backfield a lot when I was a kid. And I would get paid handsomely, so no complaints. It was a really good workout. So, not sure how many is too many. So I'm trying to pay mind to that. Okay. So strip some fibers from the flank feather for the tail and tie them in at the hook's bend so they extend about half the hook's length beyond the bend. Half the hook's bend. Okay. Oh, well, so this is an itty bitty tiny thing. I think I planted this poorly. You know, to be honest, tonight I really just wanted to come on, hang out a little bit. Today there was 2 appointments for the price of one. So it was really, really intense. So much appreciate y'all, and I'm not exaggerating. I just wish I had more speckled bits, and maybe for the size that's too many. And I'm going to try my best to remember to link this pattern and it's on warm water fly tire. And much appreciate it whoever recommended. I apologize dearly. I just for the life of me can't remember. I mean, it's really for that pattern, eh? Oh, I wonder what that sound. Alright, so I am using the tool. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was really trying to try this. Gotta really up my hook game. I need to be walking to tuppence more. It's right there. Ish. It's right there enough, that's for sure. Yeah. The time. Okay, so this is the braid. Don't mind my. So this is the braid. You can see how many times they snap that thread, but there's some really good spots. So this portion I'm going to use to wrap. So let me try to fully be able to show this. So see how flat that is? So a few fibers could use that French tinsel, which comes in just about every kit, and take that round thread and make it flat just with a 3-strand braid. And bonus points are looking a little scaly. I don't have the diamond braid. I've never seen it in person yet. Hey! Watch some videos by Tim Flagler, my proportion. Thank you so much. The one thing that I really regret not doing is printing out proportion. I've been also looking for any sites that have proportion, maybe guides or maps that are printable, so I could kind of, not even kidding, tape them right in front of me. Because that is a huge... My goal was to kind of get familiar, like, tactily with materials and that, but I am ready to move on to actually the deeper understanding as far as the why. Like, I tried to, oh shoot, my proportions are off. Well, this, I think this one's turning into a little bit, this one specifically is turning into a little bit of an experiment at this point. Yes. Really, 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 really thankful for having at least some of my materials that I've been able to accumulate in the last few months, because very new, but very happy to be here. Because it's been nice, because like, I don't know, just keeping the materials in my hands has been a little easier, like, for like stress relief. But I tell you what, I've been experimenting a lot more. There's a few things that I'm not too, but proportions, yes. And hackle in the back. I tried on a stream to make some snails, and I am learning live, so please, like, never hesitate to. And I try my best to read comments, so no pressure or anything. Like, I miss some a lot, but deeply appreciate it regardless. Kind of just, I don't know, lost my mind still, honestly. Y'all's input is the reason I really, really value being able to learn something live. Is not sure. I mean, today's age is not as strange at all, and I really mean it. If anybody wants to join a stream, can send a link or do it through Kento and have a bunch of people on. And for anything, repairs, woodworking, plumbing, carpentry. I really want to get a fly tire and a nail artist together just to like have fun with supplies. But thank you to Halibut and I am forever taken back. But there's a lot of heavy benefits, I feel, to just about anybody streaming. Now, there's so many things that I just regret not have been able to learn, like, in school. And one being home economics was taken out the year I went home economics teach you how to cook and sew. Which I like sewing. I make clothes, but they're not like clothes. Like one of the straps are made of clothespins. Made that a while ago though, so it's kind of useless mentioning. But there's more emphasis on you know, food, clothing, and the acquisition or creation, what have you, as I move on to the third stage of my life. Right, forever to sound like a giant ball of cheese. It's okay. I really want to learn more things that entail like a forever life, like clothes. You know, learn to sew, repair clothes more properly, like men's clothes especially. Women's clothes, like you could kind of strap anything in an interesting way and drape it over a female body. It's totally, you know, I wore like shirts my dad was gonna throw away, but buttoned backwards, and the like arms used as a bow, like a dress or sundress. I live in Southeast Florida, so a lot of stuff wear in the summer is just essentially beach cover-ups, but you know what I mean? You could wear like anything. Just grab a fabric with some safety pins and a strategic setup, and you're good. Men's clothes, obviously, like, you know, you could wear anything you want, but I mean, like, men's clothes is more structural. It's like I don't know the first thing about making a men's shirt or just a button-down blouse in general. But I'd like to be able to like resize stuff for men's stuff. And then as far as woodworking, the one thing I just really think would be a treat to know how to do is joinery. Just like give me one that is beginner friendly and stuff like that. It would be sick to have kind of like a screen full of streams, because a lot of it takes place alone in a garage or alone at a desk, like code, like many programs. And just like working on the doohickeys. That's the dream anyway. Like Pinterest, but like a live stream. More emphasis on like everything. Irrigation. I remember a friend of mine's dad hit a sprinkler when he was planting something, and I was able to repair it. Hey, no, he gave me $50. It was like one of the greatest days of my life, honestly. Alright, so I'm not gonna fret over this anymore. I'm just going to continue to... I feel like I'm wasting material right now. I hate that feeling, but I really just want to know what things do in every situation. And I haven't really used the tips of this. And I am very distracted, I tell you what. Not like complaining like, oh, I'm so distracted, I can't do anything. Just like, wow, what an intense like next few weeks it's gonna be. But saw the spot where, you know, the chemo takes place. Really chill, everyone's really nice. And it's like, can you eat during these? And they said, yes, you can. You could even order pizza if you want. And I was like, okay. It's pretty sweet. Because I'll be there. I plan on getting, like, some shows on an old phone or something. So there's like a constant stream of ad-free media. Oh boy. Cooper, very nice. Holographic. I tried to make it a little holographic. So it's just silver tinsel like this, but a little thicker. Oh, it's right here. Oh, I didn't just pick that up. Like a hair thicker. But, and so 2 strands of this and 2 strands of crystal flash, and I tied the 2 strands of crystal flash together, and it made a nice scaly mess, because you wrap that around and then those like braids start to look like scales. Eee, gosh, hands close up are intense. To be fair, I'm always messing with stuff all day. And today I was messing with a load of stuff under the pool table here. Trying to find copper because I haven't been able to get out to the swamp to get any. Others everywhere. Any moment. Speak any materials. I'm getting closer to my home. Okay, trying. This is a gorgeous specimen. Like maximum poof. That's me a little bit. Tim Flagler. Trying to remember the Tim part. Because Flagler in Florida is a very easy name to remember. So this is a mini little bitty. Oh, my poor proportions. They just continue to. I will get this eventually. I mean, one day I got a little micro torch and ended up digging all over the planet in Florida for scrap copper. Made all kinds of rings and bezel and all kinds of stuff just with a hammer. And tin snips. I had these tin snips that would even like, they're old. And I've had a few pairs of them, like the exact kind. And anytime I see them at yard sales, whoop. Or the last pair I got them when Code and Walter, and we all went to the like antique fair. I forgot what the fair was called, but I had a good mix of just about every type of objects you can think of. And like 100-year-old sheets, holy oh. Nine. Like 100-year-old no, sheets. 100-year-old trucks. When it gets slippery, it's like. Alright, well, I don't really have to go too hard because I have 2 more colors to get a little too. But that's something I will, end up like stop doing as practice goes on. Convinced. I really need a better scrap bin, but I'm trying to keep everything together right in here. So the straps, everything's gonna be used. Every single barb, every single tendril. Gorgeously vibrant materials that serve a lot of uses, and a lot of those I can wear, or my mom can. Which gonna make some joy for like marketplace locally. Not sure if any of it will make it to Etsy. However, I make really sturdy chain with scrap copper wire. I just sit around with some music, sit there for a few hours at a time making it, and then come back to it eventually. But really sturdy, and do just about every color. Turkey. My dad's really into this channel. It's this, I think it's Chinese, but it's this, I forgot her name. I need to find the name. This girl like repairs cars or something. So, you know something? Grab, I really wanted, yeah, see with these like finer tendrils. I don't know why I keep calling them tendrils, because I don't know if that's what they're called. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. Something about marabou feathers like bouncing around reminds me of that. I can't help this feeling deep inside me. I cannot sing. I'm not going too heavy on the materials here because I'm really just now getting used to the process of the fly on this mini scale and brutally enjoying these colors building up. What is, for those who tie flies, what did your practice look like? Like, what does your practice look like by way of, like, I don't know what I mean by that. Like, I'm trying to form it. Do you tie and then go out and try it? Does anybody tie, perhaps? Oh, God, I can honestly say it's, I don't know. And I'm not saying anything like against religion or anything by any means. I'm just gonna say something a little crazy here, but I feel like this is what it feels like when people like get into a religion that like checks all their like, you know, internal boxes, because everybody has internal boxes. We all have beliefs, whether they are like, you know, in a traditional sense or more like hand-tailored to your individual. Pretty sweet. Pretty intense existing, to be honest. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up in a little Catholic school, and so it was very biblical, very on. But my dad's not really religious by any means. Like, he's not like, he's got a unique internal belief, or what have you. Well, this has just been a true dream. I gotta get some lime and blue. So, making essentially a little old school boobs. I say old school because when I was a kid, I used to see these like little lures that look just like this, the same colors anyway. It was like red, yellow, and green or something. And I see a lot of flies that look like that. I'll put a better effort into writing the names down. I've just never been this internally like happy and zenned out working on any form of handcraft. It's just painting, crochet, every little handcraft or granny craft, if you will, you can think of. I've at least attempted it, or like it's on my list of things that I really want to try. Like bobbin lace or shuttle lace, either or. I would like to give a go. To knit would be pretty cool. To make like, even like if I never learn how to read patterns, to knit blankets and, you know, things that so I'm going to glue. I think not anxiety, exhaustion also is finally it. I wasn't sure if I was going to tie anything tonight because it was such a long day, but just like drawing, I try to at least doodle something every day. Even if it's a last of the minute face on a piece of scrap paper. And like I can't draw for shite. I just like doing it, and I would like to like at least be a little bit more efficient. Like if I have a scene I would like to depict or put onto a piece of paper, I want to be able to better plan it out to get something a little closer to perhaps what's in my mind. Oh, I lost the flank. I found the flank. I'm very scared. Yes. Okay. Nerve wracking. Oops. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I need to sleep. It's too short. It's gone forever now. I wish I just took 2 seconds to measure. Oh man, it hurts. I don't know what I'm saying. We've reached that point in the evening. But tomorrow, last appointment until treatment start. And then so if anybody has any really like, you know, oh, so gorgeous. So if anybody knows any really nutrient dense recipes, ways to ripped. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean, though. Because can't lose any weight. Thankfully, he's getting a port, so won't have to. I mean, it's really intense, but won't have to express, or blood tests won't be as intense and constant because they could just go in there. And God forbid he loses too much weight, they could also provide the necessary nutrients. Low and slow. Shoot your food all the way. I'm gonna add more clothes. I'm afraid of feather because I get to the end and I just, for some reason, need a mentor bad because I never leave myself enough room. And Tim Flagler. I will be sure to pop some Tim Flagler videos on tonight about proportions. And deeply, deeply appreciate that. Any recommendations as far as information or technique is just brutally appreciated because the internet is as vast as infinity or whatever. You know, this is totally off, not at all remotely resembling the pattern that I was following. However, it's quite alright. Embracing being a beginner, because there's been a few times that I've engaged in crafts where I just didn't give myself enough time or room to learn and familiarize myself on being electroforming, and another being silversmith, metalwork in general, and stained glass and crochet. I may or may not have filled like an entire bookshelf with yarn, convinced that while I'm in the Florida swamps, I'm going to use this time to finally master crochet. I did no such thing, and I cried for months. I'm just kidding. Anyway, hope everyone has a beautiful day, or a beautiful rest of the evening, and then a beautiful day. Ooh. Almost. Almost. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, maybe he wants me to read it. Alright. Alright. A little sloppy toppy. Oh, God. I can't believe I said that out loud. One moment.
I just want to see this bullshit.
No. I fell for a few. I didn't, you know, sometimes I do fall for things, but yeah. It was a bike, you know, one of those things like, my dad was just like holding on to every and all hope, but I also don't want him to get scammed on the internet because internet is pretty dang new here, honestly. Like Wi-Fi, like good internet is pretty new. My dad usually works every day of the week, so, and my mom's pretty dang old school, so, you know. But I got them like stuff that helps them like show maps and like stuff. I don't know. This, now I'm looking at it in the camera. It's a little sloppy, but you know what? I just had to get back here, spend some time. I really love the color combinations, so I really have to get better at the proportions because it's that white, yellow, red, and it's a green that's just irresistible. Just to show my little attempt. Oh no! I forgot too. The other thing I forgot was to paint its body with some headsman or penetrator. I'm gonna get some more glues eventually, hopefully. But you can't really see. But oh man, I can't believe I forgot that. That braid painted looks so nice because of the crystal flash in it. So it has like this green, like very lively flashback. And but dang it, I cannot believe I forgot. Look how sloppy that is. Oh my god, I need glasses. I just, you know, today was a busy day. This was, you know, therapeutic. Dang it, and it wasn't dry, and I just like tried to adjust it on the hook, but that's okay. Another coat will. I just if anybody knows any patterns with that, like I see a lot of like rainbow bait fish and that kind of thing. That color combination, because I do have the materials for it, and really like it. But I'm sorry, it didn't come out very good. But we are carrying on. And it's gonna give a more awake attempt at that tomorrow on a larger hook. I don't know why I went with. I think that is officially the smallest hook. No, I think I did try on one of the tiny guys. I just made a little guy. Anyhow, happy trails. I hope everyone has a beautiful. Oops. A beautiful rest of the day, and is there anything else? Oh, look at these feathers. Oh. I don't want to lose even if I don't want to lose a fiber. That's nice. It's so angelic. I love the heck out of these feathers. So much. I have been pretty much trying to source them on eBay now, so they're not just, you know. God, it's just a beautiful thing, and Tesla technology of the Nikola variety. Look at those, and this is like low quality, you know, meat. I was reading about like craft feathers the other day, but I don't know about like these. These are proper nice. I don't know. Beautiful things. Hope everyone has a beautiful night. And pretty much stream. Hey, Ron, Loki, Ron, how y'all doing? Team Quack Attack, how y'all doing? It's 1:44 in the morning here in Florida, Southeast. But you can even put peacock on the top, like. Oh, yes. I've been wanting to make the peacock swords, and they look like little swordfish babies or some in the saltwater pattern book, but the swords are just mythical. I used to have a ton of them. I don't know what I did. Those I deemed too beautiful to use for my humble crafts. I always stored them like what I thought was responsibly, but I guess during some moves they must have eventually just got lost. But shoot. So Marabou Mickey Finn variations. Oh, very cool. Mickey Finn streamer. That's exactly what that, and Tim Flagler. I didn't write it down, but for some reason it's sticking. And proportions. There's another thing that was, yeah, I guess proportions and hackle, which that falls into proportions. I don't have a hackle gauge, but I was reading forums that just that's why too I'm trying to maintain constant constant engagement. So you know, things will start to make sense eventually. I'm banking on it. But yeah, and suppose like meeting people that have real world experience as well as the patience to share, which is something that I'm very humbled by. I'm not even exaggerating in the least, and very appreciative. And for that, I brutally thank y'all. Love y'all. Hope everyone has a beautiful evening. And yeah, tomorrow is radiation appointment. I'm probably doing the rest of the game plan because that's the last step, and then hopefully it's just gonna be a few weeks of just exhaustion and then a slow bounce back. That water is just a few minutes away. So right now, gearing up for a few things. Gonna start planting up my parents' yard. Been wanting to do that for a while. Finally have the freedom to. So gonna be doing that. And if anybody has any Zone 10, A, or B plant recommendations, any tropical or Florida native plant recommendations, drought tolerant, doesn't require a lot of water, please do recommend that. And just eyeball it. In some cases comes natural. Yeah, I do find that, like, not judging by my own work and practice, but via conversations, reading through forums, that there's intuition involved, just like in anything, like in any design. However, this has the added aspect of like convincing another natural, you know, being to put in it as well. But on that note, happy Jillstone. Zonker stuff. Yeah, I do have some Zonker strips, but maybe if you're around tomorrow, the next day, I have hackle feathers, the similar. I don't know if those two like. I have a white and black Zonker as well as like a light lavender, maybe periwinkle, and haven't found, minus the white and black one. I feel like that could be used just about in every scenario. I love white and black in nature, black, white in nature, just like the belly of a corn snake. But the lavender one, I'm not sure what, I've never seen it. I don't know what to combine it with, but I haven't, and I really, really want to start experimenting with those because they have the perfect movement, and I just love how I am very happy to be here, and I can't express that enough, and to be like I don't even know what the future even looks like. The past is so rich, like it's beautiful. Happy trails, y'all. I I always miss the button and I'm so okay. Just a little recap. This is what was in the blind bag. Everything Sanrio is dated and stamped Sanrio. Mad resale value. It's an investment, so you know all I have to do is keep it relatively clean for a good, 15, 20. Should get like $10 for some.